making more money, but the take home is less.
Sure.
You know, my doctor just yelled at me. He's happy. He says, "Oh, guess what? I finally made $1 million." And I said, "Yeah, because this was just 3 weeks ago." And so I said, "Yeah, well, how much you pay in tax?" He says, "Making more money, but the take home is less."
Sure.
So I said, "Yeah, my doctor just yelled down. That's not bad. But when I make $1 million, I keep $1 million. And the reason is because I don't make it by working for money. See, if you work for money, you're taxed. So that's why lesson number one in Rich Dad Poor Dad is the rich don't work for money. What we do instead is we create businesses as entrepreneurs. We acquire real estate. I don't invest in the stock market. Okay. So the reason is because as entrepreneurs, I have more control over my income, how much I make, and how much I pay in taxes. And because I'm an entrepreneur as well as an investor in real estate, I pay zero tax. So every time I make, let's say, $1 million as an entrepreneur, I immediately invest in real estate. I have a 4-to-1 step up. So I put $1 million in real estate, I get $4 million from the bank. That's why I love banks. But the banks are screwing everybody else. Terrible, but it's good for me.
That's why you say when you print, it's good for you, but when you print, it's bad for people that work for money.
Because when you print, savers get creamed and people who work for they get creamed. When they print, debtors get rich. You see, debt and taxes make the rich richer, and debt and taxes make the poor middle class poorer.
What's going on? What's going on? What is going on, family? Let me fix my mic. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto, the #1 cryptocurrency morning show in the world. And I'm feeling so bullish this morning because XRP is going absolutely crazy. How many of you all have seen what is going on? I mean, it's been going on. If you haven't seen, I promise you, you just have not been paying attention. And I'm telling you, we've said it week in, week out, that paying attention pays. And also being patient pays. Both, that's why both start with pay. One is called paying attention. The other one is called patience. If you apply both, your bag will be amazing. Guys, I had to go, listen, shout out to my mom, got me the XRP, you know, that the office warming gift. So it came right on time, Trav. It came right on time. Yes, sir. So I'm grateful. I'm honored. I'm blessed to be here. Travis, how you feeling, man? I already know, bro. Like the bag is packed. The bags are packed.
At this point, bro, it's like I say this every week, but I feel more confident than I ever have.
Hey, but that's what regulation does. That's what safe regulation does. That's what people standing up. That's why we need the money. We need the money because we can also be lobbyists. See, this ain't the only time that lobbying is going to happen in this crypto space. It's too early. It's just like it's not the first time that lobbying happened in tobacco. Tobacco been lobbying for years. Alcohol been lobbying for years. They won't stop lobbying. So we'll be a part of that. Drop some coffee emojis if you're ready to be a part of that. If you're plugged in, if you're ready to be a part of that.
I gotta drop my coffee.
Sheesh. Hey, listen. Cheers to each and every single one of you. Turn your cameras on one time, man. One time.
Turn the cameras on, man.
You can turn it right back.
I want to see who I'm talking to.
If y'all just cheer up with me one time. Listen, if you got your water.
Can y'all cheer up with me?
I got water.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
cheers.
That's a nice cup.
You know, got the floral arrangement. My girl got it for me.
That's amazing. Yo, we actually, so we'll be dropping them soon, but we'll have the coffee and crypto. We'll have the coffee and crypto mugs coming out soon. If you want a coffee and crypto mug, if you want to drink your coffee out of coffee and crypto mug, they're coming soon. Just stay tuned. Pay attention. We're gonna have the coffee and crypto mugs, man. Hey, we on fire because XRP is on fire. If we didn't come with the energy today, something is wrong with you. Woo! If you ain't come with the energy today, something is wrong with you, man. So welcome to Coffee and Crypto. All right, let me go ahead and record here on Zoom as well. So this is Coffee and Crypto, episode number 41. My name is Vincent Owens, and I'm here with my brother, Travis Pitt. And y'all already know what time it is, man. Like I said, XRP is going to the moon. We had a quick celebration before I even started recording. On this on the audio side of our recording for the Coffee and Crypto podcast. But yo, I just want to say again, shout out to my mom for the painting, and shout out to each and every single one of you guys for showing up for your success.
But that painting's dope.
Man, I love it, bro.
I love it.
Look at it. It says XRP cryptocurrency token. Then it says 1,500 transactions per second. 1,500 transactions per second.
So good.
It's just a reminder. You know what I mean? Like guys,
the rest of the market is going down. The rest of the market is going down.
Right.
The whole market, not just crypto, ETFs,
everything,
indexes,
everything.
Oil, gold, everything's going down.
Everything.
But XRP.
Yeah. Now check this out.
That's a broad statement. It's a broad statement,
but it's
not all the way true.
But it is a true statement within itself, bro. The things that you named, you said everything, but the things that you named was right. You know what I mean? Everything is going down. There's some things that's going up. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I mean, we know that inflation is still on the rise. We know there's other things that's rising with XRP. We know
Rate
that
horizon.
Yeah. I know that for a fact. So I know salmon by the slab, has went up. You know what I mean? I know salmon costs a little more. That's all I know. I'm not trying to get some salmon. I'm like, man, I gotta have a full. I need another stream of income to afford salmon. I got a salmon income now. I got salmon stream of income. Everything got to be a stream of income now. So let's dive into this call, family. Thank y'all for being here. The few, the proud, the ones that truly care. All right, the few, the proud, the ones that truly care. So let's jump into.
Aaron thought that was funny, bro. Aaron thought that was funny. She like, yeah, you need to get your salmon income up. I need my
facts. Got to get my salmon income up. So
we all do.
I want to dive into this coin market cap, family. All right, so let's get serious. It's serious time. All right. Again, we have a great time here, but it's now time. It's like church, you know what I mean? Now we up here. All right.
Can't mess up the church's money.
Can't mess up the church's money. But you know what? The church's money is secure because we're well invested and we're diversified, family, and I appreciate you guys. So right now we're at 21,000 cryptocurrencies. We're at 21,000 different cryptocurrencies. All right, right under $1 trillion market cap. Now, this was pretty interesting, right? Because we just said it, but I want to show you guys what is really happening. So the rest of this market is doing what, family? It's crashing. It's going down. All right, it's going down. It's going down. Like, so Ethereum is down to $1,200, 19%. ETH 2.0 though, you know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say. It was ETH 2.0, right? Then Bitcoin, then it was down 5%. BNB down 2%. Look, let's just keep scrolling. Y'all see XRP up 33% over the last 7 days, but I'm gonna just skip over that, and we're gonna go straight to the facts. Because we keep it factual and we keep it hot here. Everything is down. Oh, wait, XLM. So does that mean ISO is turning on? I don't know. I'm going to keep going down and looking. Algorand up 22. Is there a switch happening? ApeCoin going crazy. All right. ApeCoin going crazy. Hey, let's see. CHZ. All right, let's see. Hedera.
That's a monster. CHZ, bro. They have like, I don't know how many it is, but they got like 40 different partnerships with NBA teams. That's a monster coin right there.
I don't know anything about them. I'm about to do my research though. So let me show you what I do. Whenever somebody says something dope, I do this. I add it to I'm not signed in, but I'm gonna add it to my wallet later on. I'm actually signed in on my phone, but I'll do it later. But make sure you guys sign in, add to your main watch list, right? When you're on CoinMarketCap. HBAR, all right, one of our favorite coins. All right, it's not going crazy like the rest of them, but that's okay. The switch will happen. Quant up 2%. So most of the official ISO 2000, not the speculative ones, but the official ISO 2022 tokens. And let's go see what XDC is doing. Let's just scroll on down And let's see if we can find Zenfin, XDC. It's in the green. It's still at 2 cents, but it's in the green. So it's not going down. Okay. So one thing I know, I don't know if the switch is happening, but one thing I see is this right here, XRP. In today's call, all right, I want you guys to really plug in because we're gonna deep dive into so much. We're gonna deep dive into XRP, family. All right, now let's go look at the chart. How many of you guys have been catching the bag? All right, literally between the nerds, between literally the nerds chat and then the Vincent Owens Group on Discord, like it's so much going on. Like I'm getting so much value like within the marketplace. I'm grateful to be a part of all the groups I'm part. I'm still a part of certain groups within other network marketing companies I was in, and they're talking about XRP right now. So I know for a fact that we're in a good place, and that's why it's important. If you're part of the Vincent Owens Group Discord, or if you would like to join the Discord, tap in with me, and we'll talk about how you can actually join the Discord. However, family, one thing that I want to kind of highlight is that we have broken. All right, we broke that trend. We were following that downtrend. How many of y'all remember we were following that downtrend for a while, right? We were on that downtrend. Now look at that. We broke the downtrend. And then what happened? So you have the break of the downtrend. You have what? Consolidation. And then we have either an up or a down, or actually if it's a downtrend, then we have the beginning of the next potential uptrend. Now, if we go out to the weekly, all right, let's go out to the weekly and let's look at the charts on the weekly. So things that I look at right now, I've been following my RSI and my MACD. I've been paying attention to this. All right, it's really been helping me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And I've been using some of my old like ketchup and mustard strategy. I've been thinking of all the stuff I've been learning over the years. I'm starting to bring it back because I'm understanding a lot of these things. All right. However, one thing I see on the weekly, all right, and I haven't looked at the weekly chart, so we're looking at this together fresh. One thing I see is there was this consolidation after this downtrend, but then on the weekly, this was the official break and retest of the downtrend. And what do we see right here? What type of candlestick is this, family? Is that not a bullish engulfing on the weekly candle? And we have 3 days and 10 hours left with a solid bullish engulfing candle. So when you understand technical analysis, one thing that I know is that is good signs for XRP. That's a great sign for XRP. Then we can go into other things. I can go into the smaller charts and we can see, you know, what's going on. But we are bullish on XRP right now. It's looking good. And until it turns around, I can't say anything different. But all signs are telling me that we're getting ready to get this that I drew out not too long ago. I said that XRP needs to break above this 55-cent level right here. It needs to break above this 55-cent weekly support level. If it can break above it, all right, this weekly support level and retest it as support, I believe that we'll see XRP take back off upwards 90 cents. Upwards 90 cents, between 80, we'll see it in the 80s, the 70s, the 90 cents. So I'm telling you, this is not financial advice. Again, we do not give financial advice, but I'm looking at the analysis. I'm paying attention to the years of my experience. And to me, I'm calling this out for myself. So Vincent Owens, all right, pay attention, Vincent, because if it breaks 55 cents, we potentially may see a retest and it's to the moon. And it's to the moon. Can somebody drop some coffee? If you believe me, drop some coffee. If you're plugged in on YouTube, drop some coffee. If you're here to hate, continue to speculate. All right, let's get it. So, Twitter has been going crazy. Now, I did this for myself. We're not going to jump into Pfizer and Moderna. All right, that I need to go watch that for myself, but y'all might want to go do some research. It's pretty ridiculous. All right, but I want to dive into my Twitter, and I got some videos to show. Travis, give me a thumbs up if you have a lot of Ripple, or you could just let me know. Did you have Ripple? You know that you're covering a different angle today. Okay, cool. All right, I want to make sure. So I have a couple things that I want to show you all. All right. But the first thing I want to show you before we even get into Ripple, because you need to understand, like if you're new, if you're seeing this 100 episodes later, you know what I mean, or whatever, you know, in the future, I want you to understand where we were in the opportunity that we have today. This is the switch of the switch of our entire financial system right in our face. Now I want to show you guys an article directly from Forbes. It literally came out on February 19th. I mean, excuse me, September 19th. I didn't fast forward. September 19th. How the UN, the United Nations, and its member states can reassert global leadership. We're talking about a new need of global leadership. Look at what's happening in our government right now with the SEC. Yes, it's a lot of crazy things happening that you guys have been following. All right. But the United Nations hosts President Biden and dozens of world's leaders this week when they will deliver remarks to the General Assembly on issues of the day: the climate crisis, food insecurity, the lingering effects of the COVID pandemic, and of course, the war in the Ukraine. But much of the meaningful activity will take place outside of the UN complex, as the institution's ability to address pressing global problems has increasingly come into question over the last 4 decades. A wide range of private actors now regularly gather in New York during the General Assembly. Now, they also mentioned Davos here, right? It said that, in fact, UN Week now bears a growing resemblance to the World Economic Forum's week-long gathering of business and government leaders, academics, and activities in Davos in January. So this is the second time in 1 year that all of the nation's leaders are coming together and saying, hey, we got to get this together. Hey, we got to figure out what we got to do. Because if they don't figure it out, especially with all of the things that's happening, things that's unfolding, all right, climate crisis, this is real stuff. Whether they meet about it or they don't meet about it, it's going to still unfold. Food insecurity, whether they meet about it or not meet about it, it's still going to unfold. These wars are still going to unfold. So they have to get in rooms like this. But usually it happens. I don't know how many times a year it happens, and I don't want to make bold statements that I don't know anything about necessarily. But to me, I've seen them meet 2-3 times this year. And that right there to me is alarming, because maybe I'm just new to really paying attention to what's happening. All right, maybe I'm just new to it, but man, they're meeting a lot. And the last time I remember them meeting like this was back when like the world switched when 2001 happened. They met a lot after 2001 happened, the terrorist attacks. Now it's starting to happen again. Pay attention, because history repeats itself. Travis says it all the time, right? Now, let's continue to push forward. I won't go too deep into these things, okay? I just want to show you guys some things that's leading up to why Ripple why Ripple will be getting out of this lawsuit soon on the top end. All right. Now it says crypto needs global regulatory framework, the IMF says. Now that's from the IMF. I'm not going to deep dive, but that was put out September 20th. So that was one article, right? Then here's another one right here. Here's how central bank digital currencies can help India's digital economy. All right. Now we're not going to deep dive into it. Okay. We're not going to deep dive into it, but I want to continue to show you guys headlines. All right. Because my deep dive is going to be XRP today. Okay. But I want to show you guys what's happening. You got leaders meeting. You got global crypto regulatory framework. We have U.S. crypto.
What the IMF is, bro. Tell them what the IMF is.
That's the International Monetary Fund. All right. The IMF, the International Monetary Fund. All right. So let's go to their website.
One of the biggest financial organizations and conglomerates in the world.
Exactly. The International Monetary Fund. So let's go to the about. All right. And let's go look, because I like to read. I'm a reader, right? The International Monetary Fund works to achieve sustainable growth and prosperity for all of its 109 member countries. That means pretty much everybody's a part of it. It does so by supporting economic policies that promote financial stability and monetary cooperation, which are essential to increase productivity, job creation, and economic well-being. The IMF is governed by and accountable to its member countries. All right, so that's who the IMF is. Okay, they pretty much deal with everything. It's the policy makers. They're the policy makers of the world. They're kind of like the WHO, right? The World Health Organization is the policy maker of, because like you have the WHO and then the CDC follows the WHO, right? So you have the IMF and then other conglomerates follows the IMF and what they have to say, including the world and also the World Economic Forum, right? We talk about these all the time on this show. Okay, but I appreciate you, Travis, for challenging me to show them who the IMF is, because that's very, very, very important for the growth. And understanding especially for our new viewers. All right. So thank you, bro. Now, CBDCs can help India's digital economy. It says this, and I don't need to read into it, but it says CBDC is expected to reduce India's cash logistics costs by 5 to 10%. Besides also giving a boost to India's digital economy. Whose economy would not take a 5 to 10% decrease? Who, right? Who? Like everybody wants a discount, including governments, including countries. So then I wanted to pull up our CBDC tracker. And I want to show you something that was interesting to me. Most of these countries, except for Canada, right? Canada has the e-dollar and Jasper. Brazil, right? They have two, but most countries, South Africa has two different ones, right? They have a CBDC and they have this other digital dollar, right? But Australia has 3, right? So India has 2. You have the India CBDC and then you have the digital rupee, right? So they have both of these technologies that they're looking to be able to push out, all right? Both of these that they're pushing out. And where are they? They're in research phase right now. All right. They're in research phase. The same phase that the United States is in with Project Hamilton, with Fed Now, and then the United States of, let me see what this is. The United States of American CBDC, right? The United States of America CBDC. Okay. So I wanted to just show you guys that. However, let's go back to Twitter. And let's get into a few videos. I like this video right here. I think this video is super, super dope. All right, this came out by Digital Perspectives. All right, it says the headline says facts matter. Ripple only sells to customers affiliated with ODL, and they buy it back from them in most cases. All right, so pay attention to this video real quick. Let me pull it up.
$100 million pushing this, more than that. I'm sure XRP sales helped fund that. So it's a public good at this point that the decentralized community is so let
me be clear about that, because again, I think facts matter. Ripple only sells XRP to customers who are sending cross-border payments using our product on their liquidity.
Fair enough. That will then get distributed in the ecosystem, and then many of the folks are not necessarily affiliated with Ripple, and they'll get traded on third-party exchanges.
And as we publicly disclose to everyone, the vast majority of the XRP we sell, we repurchase.
Yes,
and we're very transparent about that, and we have been from the beginning.
You were very early in the transparency reports. I will give you the other,
which kind of backfired, because the more transparent we were, the more people
easier it was for guys like me to pick up on the disclosures. I get it. So, but the lawsuit itself, right? North of 9 figures, no one else is going to be able to fight this fight, basically, or very, very few teams are going to. How does this get resolved, right? Like, I mean, are you committed at this point to actually get a jury trial or some type of precedent-setting action?
Listen up, fam.
Is there a situation where you all would settle? Because I think everybody at this point is hoping that you go down with a fight, go the distance.
So, I'll say up front, I'm not the lawyer, but I've learned, unfortunately, more than I'd ever want to know about this. I very much doubt there'll be a jury trial. And the reason is juries are used to figure out what the facts are. In this case, the facts really aren't in dispute, right? We agree, Ripple sold XRP. I personally received some of my compensation in XRP, and I sold XRP. Those facts aren't in dispute. What's not clear is the law. And so what the government is saying, what we're saying with these recent filings of a motion for summary judgment is, look, accept the facts as they are, just rule on the law. So by mid-November, and we'll also comment briefly that the SEC has been trying to delay this thing every chance they have. We believe that by mid-November,
pick off smaller fish first. Yeah.
well, they're trying to set precedent. I mean, some of you following the library case, which is super interesting to follow, and I applaud the leaders there for some of their humorous tweets, which I never will click on I like because someone's watching everything I do, but I do sometimes like them.
I think you just outed yourself.
Anyway, they're trying to delay it. By mid-November, we should have the motion for summary judgment fully briefed in front of the judge. Then the question is, how long does the judge take to make a ruling? We don't know. You know, it could be as little as 2 months. It could be as little as much as 6 to 8, 9 months. But I think the full case will be in front of the judge, and I doubt that you would have the judge come back and say, no, there's a dispute on the facts, let's have a trial. I don't think there needs to be a trial, and both the government and Ripple are saying we don't need a trial, just here are the facts, you should rule. And again, the fact is the SEC has to first prove that there's an investment contract. Mm-hmm. If there's an investment contract, then you apply the Howey test. And I don't think they can get past the investment contract. But if you apply the Howey test, I think they're also going to fail because there's a lot of people who buy XRP who've never heard of Ripple, and that's okay. But to the idea that XRP is a security of Ripple, I just think is nonsense.
How should crypto be regulated?
So they don't even think that the SEC is going to be able to get past the very first part. We won't even make it to the Howey test, right? We won't even make it to the Howey test. So I want to show you guys. Let's continue to unfold this. Now, he said that he's not the lawyer, right? But he's learned a lot from them, right? So I want to kind of scroll down and I want to go to some videos that I had in regards to the actual lawyer, right? For Ripple. So the SEC, all right, this is the note right here. Actually, this is the one I want to, no, this one right here. Here's the one. Great clip from Ripple's GC S. Aldertory, which is their general counsel, right? He lays out, and you guys want to follow him on Twitter. Like, he's definitely someone you want to follow on Twitter. He especially if you're following Ripple for yourself, so you understand, you want to have the right news. So you catch these types of news trends that we're experiencing, these types of bullish trends. So he lays out Gary Gensler is actively hurting the investors he claims to protect through its ongoing regulation by enforcement. All right. We've talked about this a lot here. However, I want you guys to hear it directly from someone who is directly associated, all right, with the with this case.
But ultimately, you're hurting the retail holder of this asset. 1 in 5 Americans have either hold, own, or interacted with crypto. And that uncertainty ultimately hurts them. So when you hear the chair of the SEC saying, I'm doing this all in the name of consumer protection, actually, it's the very opposite. It's the consumer that's getting hurt. The day the SEC sued Ripple, the digital asset that we rely upon to effectuate the cross-border transactions, XRP, was delisted or suspended from trading from nearly every U.S. platform in the U.S. and $15 billion in market cap volume was erased. Did Ripple get hurt? Our business moved offshore. Who got hurt? The men and women who owned XRP in the U.S. who've been locked out of their accounts and can't access XRP in the U.S. I could just give one more example. In Gary Gensler's editorial, he talked about a settlement with BlockFi, a lending platform, and what a great success that was. What happened? They settled with BlockFi, and they said, if you want to be a lending platform, you have to come in and register with the SEC. For those who are paying attention, we kind of all knew there was no path to registration with the SEC because the regulatory framework wasn't there. And the SEC assessed a $100 million fine. Shortly thereafter, BlockFi was not able to make the first $10 million down payment on the $100 million fine. They went on the auction block. They were sold. 2 other companies with similar business models quickly went bankrupt. And the consumers who had funds on those platforms were left holding the bag in bankruptcy. That does at the end. So that was the response in the Wall Street Journal to what Gary Kensler basically calling him out, saying, stop invoking consumer protection. Stop invoking integrity of the markets. You're hurting the consumer. Regulatory uncertainty creates havoc in the marketplace. What we need is clarity.
So there's a big push. I want to just show you guys, there's a big push for regulatory clarity. You know, it's been unfolding, but it's becoming bigger and bigger now. I got one more video to show. I have a lot of videos to show, but again, you guys got to go back and do your research as well. Watch these full videos. You know what I mean? Those are the things that I'm doing personally. I don't have time to share every single clip that I would like to share on this show, right? Because of time. However, go back. I got one more I want to show. Now, this video right here is from this is very recent as well. It says today at the U.S. committee oversight hearing. All right, this was yesterday. Over the mega banks. All right, today at the U.S. committee oversight hearing over the mega banks. Anybody care to hear how Jamie Dimon, all right, feels about crypto while promoting his JPM coin? They are decentralized Ponzi schemes. Now, listen up. All right, we got to hear both sides of the narrative. Okay, we got to hear both sides of. There's certain billionaires that are saying one thing. There's other billionaires that feel a different way about it. All right, so let's listen to Jamie.
Mr. Dimon, if I can ask you one other question. I'd like to ask about another topic that I've been very focused on, which is the rapid development of digital assets and related financial technologies. I believe the United States should lead the development of emerging technologies like distributed ledgers and blockchain, and the federal government should provide the certainty needed for the country to serve as a hub for financial innovation. I've developed legislation to help define qualified stable coins, which I know the chairwoman and the ranking member are also working on, and to select the appropriate regulator. I've read that you're a little skeptical of some of these new technologies, but what are the biggest things keeping you from being more active in the space? And do you worry that we would miss the boat and give other nations like China an opportunity to advance their digital currency and other payment systems that could undermine the US dollar? And I'd love to get some of your thoughts on that.
So you have to separate blockchain, which is real, DeFi, which is real ledgers, tokens that do something, that deliver information, money, ideas, simplify smart contracts. That's one thing. I'm not a skeptic. I'm a major skeptic on crypto tokens, which you call currency, like Bitcoin. They are decentralized Ponzi schemes, and the notion that's good for anybody is unbelievable. So we sit here in this room and talk about a lot of things, but $2 billion has been lost every year. $30 billion of ransomware, AML, sex trafficking, stealing. It's dangerous. There'd be nothing wrong with the stable coin properly, just like money market fund, properly regulated. You have some today and they are not. JP Morgan has a JP Morgan. We are a big user of blockchain, has a JP Morgan coin, which is a token, but to send it to us, we give you a US dollar. It's a dollar deposit. It can be moved just the way cryptocurrencies can be moved, stable value, very low
Right.
It's comical. It's comical.
It's comical. Now, continuing forward with the last thing that I personally got to show, and then I'm gonna hand it over, is this bill that comes out. So he's talking about this, right? And then they released this bill, which is the U.S. stablecoin bill, would ban new algorithmic stable coins for 2 years. Again, I'm not gonna dive deep into this, but I feel like you guys should go and research it. It just came out yesterday. All right. Maybe travel, go a little deeper, but the reason why this happens is because of the stable coins such as, we remember, Terra USD Classic, USTC, right? Which depegged from the US dollar earlier this year. A lot of you all remember that, and that was a big reason, for our collapse of the market, right? Also, this also puts Tether, all right, in that category, right? Because they're going to have to show a lot of documents. All right, a whole lot of documents have to be shown for Tether to be on the same level after regulation as USD coin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this over to my brother Travis, and I'm going to let him go ahead and fill y'all in with the rest of the amazing things that's happening in the world of blockchain and cryptocurrency and everything else.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. That was great. I really I liked how you brought that bill up. because we actually did an episode on that where we covered how they were going to bring that up later.
Yeah. Yeah. They said by September, right? They said by September.
What?
They said that this bill would be done. So when they originally talked about it, they said that they wanted to have the bill finished by September. I saw a document right before here, before I got on the call about it.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with the document in question, but
Yeah.
that episode that I'm referring to that we did on the Terra Luna crisis,
Yep, I remember that.
that was months ago.
Months ago. That definitely
And
was.
we said that they were going to bring these issues up to invoke regulation. And now look what happened.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And if you guys want that episode, you can go, and the thumbnail is a great resource. There's an episode, it's a red thumbnail, it's red and yellow, I believe. And it's entitled Terra UST or something. So go back and watch that episode.
Yep. It's a fact. So I'm gonna get right into it. Some very interesting developments with the NASDAQ that have came about. So this is right on their website, and it's a new release that they have come out with, and it says the NASDAQ establishes new digital assets business. Underpins NASDAQ's focus on advancing the transformation of markets and driving broader institutional adoption of digital assets. That's the key word right there, family, that we are looking for as utility token holders. Institutional adoption is going to be key for us as early adopters. When these trillions of dollars come in from these institutions, we are already in position and we will be able to create substantial wealth. So, subject to regulatory approval, look at that. They're talking about regulations. NASDAQ digital assets will provide a proprietary custody solution with liquidity and execution services for financial institutions. Liquidity, on-demand liquidity like an XRP. And the article goes on to say, NASDAQ today announced the launch of NASDAQ Digital Assets, a new business that will power the digital asset ecosystem. And it says basically the same thing right there, but it says it will be by providing trusted and institutional grade solutions focused on enhanced custody, liquidity, and integrity. I don't know about you guys, but I hate the ledger. I hate the fact that I have to have my coins on an exchange. I would actually rather prefer to have my cryptocurrencies in a bank with a enhanced custody, a liquidity, to where it would be simpler, to where I could manage them. And I wouldn't have to do it all myself. That's just me. It would be, I feel like it could be much easier once the banks and institutions integrate a system to where things are more interoperable, to where, we'll actually be able to use these currencies and use these assets without having to have everything so separate. And I do believe that that is what's happening. I'm not someone that is a big proponent of decentralization. I never was naive in the sense that I felt that cryptocurrencies were going to change the way that money works, in the sense that big government is not in charge. I've just never been in that mindset that a regular person was going to be in charge of all the money. That's just me. And the article goes on to say, NASDAQ Digital Assets builds upon the successful solutions we have introduced in recent years to serve the digital assets ecosystem. So it says that they've been building this for years. This is not something that they're new to, including marketplace technology for digital asset exchanges, crypto native anti-financial crime offerings, and crypto related index solutions for tradable products. So that is a big sentence right there. Crypto related index solutions for tradable products, because index funds are the largest tradable product on the planet. Trillions move through index funds. So they're looking to integrate crypto, blockchain technology to make these assets tokenized. It says the technology that underpins the digital asset ecosystem has the potential to transform markets over the long term. And that is a very, very, I feel like, loose statement. I feel like it's very, very kind of sly, because it already is transforming markets, and it will over the long time. It's not the fact of it has potential, it's already happening. To deliver on that opportunity, our focus will be to provide institutional grade solutions that bring greater liquidity, integrity, and transparency to support the evolution. So it goes on to say, NASDAQ Digital Assets will initially develop an advanced custody solution that will incorporate liquidity and execution services to address industry challenges and around connectivity. That's exactly what I'm talking about, connectivity. Everything is very separate right now, and it will become easier over time to use your crypto. Availability and efficiency. NASDAQ's custody solution will bring together the best attributes of hot and cold wallets through an innovative technology offering, which will provide a high degree of accessibility, exactly what I'm talking about, scalability without compromising security. NASDAQ's offering is subject to regulatory approval in applicable jurisdictions. So it goes on down here to talk about the capabilities of anti-financial crime technology capabilities for digital assets. Now, this is a very key thing that you want to pay attention to, because cash is very, very susceptible to crime, because if you know how to avoid taxes using cash, you can send your cash to Mexico. You can send your cash to Puerto Rico. You can send your cash to the Bahamas. You can send your cash to different offshore banks. You can use different strategies to avoid taxes. Once cryptocurrency and blockchain and central bank digital currencies are in place, it's going to be much more difficult for people to do these type of things. And it says, the integrity of digital landscape is key to realizing the full potential of digital assets. Yet cryptocurrency-based money laundering activity reached 8.6 billion in 2021, a 30% increase from 2020. To play a central role in combating the rising threat of financial crime across the digital assets financial landscape, NASDAQ has expanded its anti-financial crime technology with new capabilities and coverage for the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Through its Verifin and surveillance product offerings, NASDAQ has launched a comprehensive suite of crypto-specific detection capabilities to effectively mitigate risks. So that was that article. I want to go into this right here. This is another interesting piece of information that they have on their website, and it says all about digital assets and how to create digital assets marketplace with NASDAQ's marketplace services platform. And if you go all the way down to the bottom, it says interesting in learning about NASDAQ can support your unique marketplace. So all the marketplaces that are currently trading on the NASDAQ, they're offering this to their customers already. They're looking to incorporate their customers. And some of the interesting solutions that are happening are tokenized commercial real estate. Similar to asset-backed tokens, commercial real estate can now be tokenized as a digital asset. This is the process of tokenizing real estate. This process of tokenizing real estate can open up ownership properties, ownership opportunities to more investors through improved liquidity, more transparency for proofs of ownership, and simplification of transactions. Asset-backed tokens. Traditional physical assets such as gold and oil can be tokenized and traded amongst users on the blockchain through the usage of asset-backed tokens. Tokenization of these assets can help to liquidity problems with the assets and make them more available to a wider range of investors and users. So that is very important. You're seeing how tokenization is transforming asset classes, gold, oil, real estate. It's not just about cryptocurrencies and payment systems. Asset classes as a whole are being transformed as a result of blockchain and distributed ledger technology. So,
got a quick question for you,
bro.
So with the tokenized, like for instance, there's quite a few of our viewers that are in real estate. They're investors right now, and I've been bringing certain things that you've brought to my attention. As far as Propy, but I know that's just one. That's just for that seems like it's just for brokers and agents. But there has to be other things. So that's something that we're really about to dive into. I just brought and I appreciate you pulling this stuff up for us, bro, just to show us some more stuff that you've researched. However, been bringing in quite a few real estate people within the Vincent Owens Group, because one of my biggest, I feel like one of the biggest things that I want to be able to offer the community, because we're all about to have so much money that we're going to be able to, so much liquidity. We're going to have hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. You'll be able to take that money at the top, when XRP hits $100, you'll be able to take some of that, right? 10% of that and then put it into a real estate deal, right? And so this is like, tokenizing real estate is something that's very interesting to me, and I would love for you to just show us some more stuff if you do have it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now.
And how about this? How about this, bro?
I got it.
Okay, I'm about to say, if you can't find it, I was going to say we can do an episode.
I got it on my story right now, actually.
Okay, good. Good.
So give me 1 second while this loads, family.
Drop some coffee in the chat box for my bro, man. Want to definitely hear and see about that.
So this was just released, actually. CM Commercial Bank is going to apply blockchain to real estate supply chains. It says, wow. Thailand's leading real estate developer specializing in integrated lifestyles is joining with CM Commercial Bank and Digital Ventures to enhance supply chains in Thailand's real estate industry using blockchain technology.
Wow.
Interesting about this is that CM Commercial Bank is actually a Ripple partner. Yep. Let's go. Drop some coffee.
That's big. That's big. Appreciate that, Travis. So guys, we got to let it continue to play out. But position yourself, start doing research. Real estate is something that you definitely want to get into, but I'm gonna pass it back to you, Travis. I don't want to take over your session. Appreciate it, bro.
All good, bro. And it says right here, however, since the emergence of blockchain technology, the term digital assets has expanded to include investable asset types such as cryptocurrencies, NFTs, asset-backed tokens, and tokenized real estate. So the reason why I'm showing you guys this specific article is because I want to show you guys the scope that the NASDAQ carries. Their volume for September 21st, 2022 for the whole NASDAQ as a whole was $215 billion. Daily traded volume. So there are institutional sized blockchains. There are institutional sized blockchains, and these are the tokens. These are the things that are going to be regulating and facilitating billions and trillions of dollars moving with advanced liquidity on demand. If you know, you know. So those are the types of assets that we are going to be investing in. We are very early because go down the street, start asking 10 people, Do they know about XRP? Have you heard of VeChain? Have you heard of Hedera? Have you heard of Hyperledger? Have you heard of R3? Have you heard of Corda? Have you heard of Consensus? They're going to tell you no.
Look, you don't even got to go. You don't even have to go down the street. Just the next 10 people you see on Instagram, DM 10 people. I dare you, and let us know. Let us know inside the Discord how that goes.
But that is why we want to be in full research mode, full focus, because you never know when the next big thing is going to come out.
Yeah.
You never know. And this space is developing very, very rapidly. So that's why we want to be in front of it, and we're in the right place on God's timing.
Amen to that. That was an amazing way to end it. That was great, bro. It literally, like, today's call was powerful, man. Like, I really don't know. I'm gonna be real. I really don't know how the channel don't got tens of thousands of viewers, because this is like we go in just as hard. I feel like for real, bro. So it's coming.
It's coming,
So
bro.
be patient. Oh, I already know, but it's coming. It's coming. For me, because I want so many people to win in this space, it's hard for me to hear people say nah. It's hard for me to it's hard for me to continue to have people push off my coaching like it's not important, like for real. Like it's hard for me to it's hard for me to watch people push off your coaching like it ain't important, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, it's tough to see, but I also understand this. And like we said last week, I believe I said this last week, or maybe I said this to somebody randomly, but I'm gonna say it to you guys again. When it comes to this space, us being in Ripple right now is crazy, because we didn't have this. This is like, as an African-American man, and I'm gonna be real with y'all, we didn't have these types of opportunities to invest into stocks when stocks really first came out. You didn't see African-American men. If it was one, excuse me. All right. But you didn't see too many African-American men. All right. I mean, there was the guy from Pursuit of Happiness, in the 70s. What was his name? Chris Gardner. I see Chris Gardner.
Will
all right.
Smith.
Will Smith, but you had Chris Gardner, right? So you probably had a few. All right. But look at what's going on right now. If you're African American, if you're Asian, if you're European, if you're Brazilian, if you're, like for real, there was times when we didn't have this luxury. And it wasn't even, and you know what? In the 90s, in the early 2000s, it wasn't that we didn't have the luxury, especially as African Americans and maybe other races, Hispanics and stuff. It's not that we didn't have the luxury, even Caucasian. Everybody, it was the fact that back then you had to have a certain portfolio. You had to have a certain net worth. Your net worth had to be a certain level to invest into these things. So now we're in a space where we have the 12th sector of the S&P 500. And now we have the ability to take little bits of money and put it away. Little bits of money. And there will be people that will be buying XRP at $100, like it's 10 cents. And they're going to be grateful that they can buy XRP. And they're going to build wealth off of $100 per XRP. I promise you, there's people that's going to build wealth. There's phases. First phase is us, upwards to $10. Then you're gonna have people that's buying in at $10 because that's when the news is going to talk about it. That's when everybody, XRP is going crazy, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. Everybody's getting into it now. All right, cool. At $10. Then you have that $100 crowd. Those $10 people are going to create wealth. Then the $100 people. Then the same thing that happened with Tesla. Tesla was $100, but what? People didn't invest into it at certain points until it got to what? $500, $600, $1,000. There's people buying $1,000 Teslas. There were people buying $1,000 Tesla shares. We're going to see the same thing in this space.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm not gonna lie. It's like you said. I do get upset, and it does upset me, because I really do have pure intentions when it comes to this. It's really not about me. Like, I really want people to be invested into this, because I saw what happened to me during the first bull run.
Yeah, me too.
that I experienced. I know, like, I would go up, I would sit there and watch my phone. I'll refresh it, and it'd go from like $1,000 to like 1,500 and like one refresh. And then I wait 10 minutes later, it'd be like 2,000. And then I refresh it at 15 minutes later, 2,800. I'm just sitting there like, what is going on? It was just $1,000. Crazy, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that it was multiple coins that I was going back and forth on my portfolio, and I was seeing it like I was seeing it like go up. And the crazy part was like, because I didn't understand strategy, because I didn't have an advisor, because I didn't have a crypto strategist, I didn't get those things. I didn't get those. And, you know, we're not here to share. I'm gonna pull this up with Jarrell just dropped as well. Want to make sure that I take a look at that, but appreciate it, Jarrell. But listen, that's why you need a strategist. That's why you need someone that can help you develop a strategy. It's so imperative. If I had have just been able to, and I didn't know anything about strategies, I should have been invested into like Bearable Bull. I should have been invested into those types of programs where it was the people that knew something. Because we know strategies. I'm not going to share it here because we don't give investment advice. So if you want those strategies, if you want those secrets, that's why my book is entitled The Secrets of Crypto and Money. There's secrets. You got to invest in secrets. You can invest in a book and go read it. In the secret, I poured all the gems in that book. If you've read my book before, drop a me. I've dropped so many gems in that book. Like there's so many gems in that book. Yeah, I pulled stuff off the internet to fill up the book. Yes, absolutely, because that's how you write a book. You don't reinvent the wheel.
You can go in his bio, Sharon, in his Instagram bio. It's in there.
Right. So with that being said, you know, it's all right. And this is just real talk. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I know it's 11, but this is real talk. And we you know, then we're gonna have our people come up and share one thing you like, learn to love. I hope we get some people up today because I learned a lot. Trav, you got something?
Yeah, if I would have known what I knew now after going through my first bull run, before, I would have like $500,000 right now. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was using my unemployment money to invest. You know, COVID happened, the union electricians, they gave us unemployment. I was using that money to invest, but I was also using that money to travel when I hit profits.
Mm-hmm.
I was traveling, I was going to networking events. That was how I was able to build my network. That's how I met Vince. I wouldn't have met Vince if I didn't go travel and go to those different networking events. But at the same time, if I would have had a strategist where I would have understood to just keep my money in these assets, don't take profits and spend them. If you're taking profits, hold them and wait to reinvest.
Hey, we giving investment advice. No investment advice. So
that's not investment advice. That's
it kind of so we're not gonna go deep because those are strategies. All right. Y'all gotta pay for that.
Okay. Well,
they gotta pay for that.
So, I gotta quiet down. I'm giving too much sauce. Y'all gotta pay.
You are absolutely 100%. Hey, I gotta know when to jump in, and it's time to jump in. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. What I want you guys to do is do me a favor, all right, and go make sure you guys go and subscribe to this channel. All right, subscribe to Coffee and Crypto on YouTube. If you're watching right now, click that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on. All right, and we appreciate you guys for being here. All right, and with that being said, want to love for maybe 2 or 3 people that have anything that they like, learned, or loved to be able to learn, or love to be able to come up and just share. This is what we love. We love to hear from the community. So the first person we're going to hear on is Miss Sharon. So feel free to come on up, Miss Sharon. Let me ask you to unmute. There you go.
Okay, my husband listened today. I was
Absolutely.
so excited.
Oh, hey.
I brought my laptop out. He was sitting out here, and he listened because we've talked about crypto a lot, and he doesn't he doesn't really understand it and what's happening. So today was awesome. Thank you.
No, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Sharon, for being here. And I'm not sure, what's your husband's name?
Everett.
Everett. Thank Mr. Everett. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being
Hello,
here.
Everett.
Yeah, he just,
Is
You know,
Everett available to say anything?
yeah, he lets me, he says, I think you better buy some more of that. I think you better buy some more of
That's
that.
what he had to say.
Oh,
There he is. There he is. He says, that's what he said. Did you hear him? I'll put him on.
Yeah. Hey, Everett, how you doing?
I'm good.
Awesome. Awesome.
You guys
Awesome.
are awesome too.
Thank you, Everett. Appreciate that. You look like a pretty awesome guy as well.
You guys are on top of it, and I will listen to you more.
Amen. Well, that's beautiful.
Every day, but I don't know for sure.
Well, that's all right. If you stick around following Travis, I don't know if you have Twitter or any of these other, these other things, but it's great to download it just to keep up with some of this news. We'll send our Twitters to Miss Sharon. That way, I'll send Travis's and mine to Miss Sharon. That way that you all can connect with us there and just watch certain news that we're posting. It's a great news network.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. I appreciate you for being here and listening in.
You guys are awesome.
That's love. And also real quick, I want to take the time to say, let's continue to pray for Jonathan Silber, Mrs. Zuli's husband. Let's continue, drop some hearts in the chat box. I definitely put prayers up for him, but let's continue to pray for him. As you know, it was a light one. All right. It was a light one. It was just a warning sign that, that we got to take care of health, because health and wealth is so important. And, I would recommend that everybody, and also Jarrell too, Jarrell, if you guys don't know, Jarrell is a warrior. This guy, like, people don't know about everybody's background, obviously, but and I would love to host a call where we all can kind of share our story and get to know everybody. But Jarrell is a health warrior. He's somebody that has literally, guys, I mean, if you saw what he used to look like versus where he is now, oh man, the guy is so, and at the age that he did it at, that's the thing. It's understanding that everybody don't got that tenacity, that mindset. And that's how I knew Jarrell was a super strong guy. If you all are on your health journey, Jarrell, please drop whatever information, your Facebook, whatever, however people can connect with you as well. He has some amazing holistic approaches to healthcare, some great products. He put me some cayenne pepper that's like, but it's something else in the cayenne pepper. But I'm not gonna sit here and try to act, but he sent it. I just want to say thank you so much, Jarrell, for all that you do. There he is right there, Jarrell McNair, on Facebook. And then also there's his direct phone number. Please, family, feel free. And he's also a trading guru. Like he's really up on trading, up on his technical analysis. Said, please don't spam me. Now, you're not gonna get no spam, not from the fam. Only people that can see the chat are people in Zoom, which is all family, Jarrell. Nobody on YouTube will be able to see the chat. This is private for Zoom. So with that being said, make sure you guys tap in with him. And listen, don't be the person to wait to take care of health until you get something actually happens to you. Be the person to be proactive. The same way we're being proactive on these crypto markets, we have to be proactive on health. That's why I run every day. That's why I juice now. I'm drinking beet juice, carrot juice, all types of stuff. And it's also the partners, the person that you have in your life. The woman that I have in my life is incredible. My mom is incredible. Keep me on my P's and Q's. And I have incredible people like you all that I watch and that inspire me to be more healthy. Miss Adama and so many other people that are within the community. So again, I want to say thank you. If there's anybody else that wants to come up, y'all already know we still got a few minutes. Please feel free to raise your hand, or you know what? I'm just going to unmute. If you would like to say something, you can say me as well. You can say me in the chat box, or you can raise your hand. And, if we don't have any more people that wants to share anything, then we'll hop up off of here. And I think today has been an absolutely incredible episode. Travis went crazy. Travis went, you did. Travis, I'm gonna be real, while we're waiting to see if anybody, I just want to say, bro, that I love doing this show with you because of the fact that, bro, you always have a different angle and you come about it and you challenge me and inspired me to be, to really pay attention more to stocks, pay attention more to index funds, pay attention more to other things like that. And it's inspiring, you know what I mean? So it working with you keeps me ahead in policy, you know what I mean? Like, it keeps me ahead, like, because I know I gotta come with it, you know what I mean? Like you gotta, and the same thing, I know that you come with it because you know you gotta come, if you on with me, we gotta come with it. And so I'm grateful that we had that type of relationship on the call. And we can just be free flow and be ourselves. So keep going, keep going. Also, guys, make sure that you all check out Travis with CryptoNair University. He's also an educator with CryptoNair University, which is incredible. I wanted to say congratulations on that as well for being on the Coffee and Crypto show, and also an educator with CryptoNair University, bro. You're doing an absolutely amazing job and you're impacting so many lives. So keep going, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate all the great warmth of and love, bro. I appreciate our relationship so much because, we're able to learn from each other. I learned a lot from you, bro. There's a lot that I've learned from you in a very short amount of time. And I'm excited to continue to learn from you as we continue to grow, bro. Yeah, so I'm excited, bro. It's to the moon, bro. Like you said, bro, thousands of people, bro. So before we hop off, our little bromance,
hey, what the, hey, it was like a bromance for real. Billy turned on his
I want to call on some people, man.
Yeah, call on some people, man. Do your thing.
Call on, hey, Pero, bro, you available to come up and speak, bro?
Yeah.
If not, it's cool, bro. If you got anything you want to say, Pero, I'd love to hear it from you. Ain't heard from you on the call.
Yo, can you hear me? I just put my daughter to sleep, so I gotta be a little quiet. But overall, man, definitely some major value. And when I first was hopping on the calls, it was like I was hearing, I would say a XRP bullish and biased, but I didn't really understand like exactly why, because I was sort of new to the XRP world. But as I started to do more like, personal research, I realized like that's where the big money is, like the banks. And that's where I feel really our attention should be as well. So the fact that we like actually investing into XRP from that standpoint and being able to trade it, it's a win-win. And I love what y'all was speaking on as far as just being ahead of the curve, because it's better to be proactive than reactive. So I'm just grateful to be a part of this space and being able to learn from individuals that's really keeping us up to date and inspiring us to go harder, or at least inspiring me to go harder within this space as well. So yeah, major gratitude to y'all, man, for sure.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. All right. Who else am I call on?
Miss Zuli. Miss Zuli just
okay, go ahead, Miss Zuli.
Hi. Good morning. Well, good morning. Oh my goodness, my voice. Good morning. Thank you. Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for acknowledging my husband. He's doing much better. Thank you. It's more serious than we originally thought, but he's doing well. Keep him positive. So, yeah. What are the interesting things that really that I was curious about, Travis? Thank you for saying your position or mentioning your position about decentralization. So for me, it just I'm very much in favor of decentralization. So I definitely want to hear the other side, especially coming from a country that where you lose your freedoms. And I see our country losing so much of our freedoms here, freedoms to speak, freedom to do so many that I recall as a child. That's one of the greatest things. That's why I raised my flag to be a citizen of this nation, because of the freedoms, and we're losing so much of it. So yeah, so that's why I want to mention that. Thank you.
Let me clarify though. I'm not in favor of decentralization. I just don't think as a whole it will come to fruition. In the sense that, you know, more individuals will be able to control and have a large factor of control.
Yeah, no, I get it, and I think it'll be very difficult, especially for certain groups, certain populations, and they will definitely depend on banks, or certain banks somehow have to shift somehow in terms of the way they provide services, for sure, so that we can service all people. I get your position now. It's clear, because I was like, decentralization for me, this, that route, but I definitely we need to have something else on the side. Thanks.
Yeah, and one thing I would say, Ms. Zuli, in regards to decentralization is they kind of just been lying to us about decentralization for a while. That's the honest truth. However, I'm kind of in the middle on decentralization and centralization. I do believe that there still needs to be a government that handles certain things. I don't think that there should be an SEC that steps its boundaries as you know, and over its jurisdictions, and actually, you know what, not even that it steps its boundaries, it's given all of those rights, the SEC. You know what I mean? There's no clarity on the SEC, and so there needs to be more clarity on them. So I do believe that the decentralization, in the sense of a lot of different things, will continue to be. I mean, we live in a decentralized world now. I mean, literally, Uber is decentralized. That they don't own a car. They don't own any of the tech. They're not, but they're just but everybody can go there to be peer-to-peer, right? It's peer-to-peer. Same thing with Turo, renting cars. Same thing with Airbnb, renting an apartment. They don't own these cars. They don't own these apartments. They don't own these houses. Amazon doesn't own any of the products, right? They're literally a hub in the middle, right? Which still is a form of centralization, because there's somebody still in the middle, right? There's still a bridge, right? XRP is still a bridge. Nothing's possible without that. You know what I mean? So to me, I think decentralization, in a sense, is great, but they'll never, ever, the government will never, ever give us full control over stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's what it behooves us to make sure that we monitor who we place in Congress, like you said about the lobbying. That's so important, because why does the SEC have so much power? Why does the CDC and all these other governmental entities? It's because Congress somehow has lost or has given the power away. Essentially, so the Senate and the House. So it really is up to us. It's how we follow that, how we deal with policy, and how we ensure that we have the voice, that our voices are represented accordingly to our thinking and what we want for our nation or the world, essentially, because we do impact. We have an impact in terms of worldwide. So I'll get off my. Thank you.
Oh, that was great. That was great. I completely agree. And one man can change the world. One man can change the world. And I'm not going to go too deep into it, because I know we're about to get off, but I definitely want to get into politics, because that's one of the main things that I took away from InvestFest. The first Black man to become a billionaire, to own a media company, and to own an NBA team got his start in politics.
Yep. Amazing. And Billy, did you have something that you needed, or did you want to say something, or you just tuning in? I know Billy, you can't. Hey, it's not a show without hearing from Billy. It ain't a show. It ain't a show without hearing from Billy.
I got 4 pages of notes.
Hey, it ain't a show without Billy, baby.
I don't think I can mute. Yeah, I can unmute. Hey guys, good morning. I'm driving today. Look, I don't know much about sharing that link. I don't have too many friends that know what the hell a link is, where to get it. I spend more time, it's like multi-level. I have to spend more time on the how to get it than to get it. So I found a way how to get it, and then just put them in the truck with you. Hey, say, hey, John. So we just put them in the truck, put it on Bluetooth, and there we go. But this is interesting, guys. I've been friends with John for 10 years, and I have been in crypto, and he's in crypto, and we talked some. We hadn't talked in a while, but he said today, I asked him, "Have you heard of XRP?" And his answer was no. Right? He'd never heard of XRP. He has some SHIB and some things like that. Most of my friends are not really they don't know how the utility part of it works, or what utility is, or why to purchase these coins, So like on your show, you give so much information. I took notes today going down the road. John's looking at me like, what the hell? But it's like, it's so much information, and as you get it, it's kind of like repetition. Sometimes you'll listen to it, and the third or fourth time you kind of get it. You kind of start sinking in, So it's a lot of really good information. I had to go in the hardware store and had to miss part of your call. I know I can go back to it, but I hate missing any of it, because I like to know now. Like you're giving it now. I want it now. That's one of the reasons I joined the Vincent Owens Group, because I want to, and one more thing before I go. When you started the call, and maybe you understand, I can't see good. I can't see the screen and stuff. I can't see with or without my glasses. But I don't know the questions. Like when you go to office hours, sometimes I don't know the questions to ask to make me better. Sometimes I just have to maybe go over some ideas that you've given me in the past, but I don't really know the right questions to ask.
So one of the best ways, Billy, that I would say, and this is for everybody, because a lot of people have this same problem. That's why you guys don't take advantage of office hour sessions. Like, shout out to the people that do, but for the people that's paying for this and you're not taking them, like, Billy, what I would tell you is this: for anybody else that's listening, the best way to take advantage of office hour sessions is just to book it and let's just talk. Let's just have a conversation, because it can't be pre-planned. Like, if you need help with your ledger, cool. You know what you need help with. But once we get done with your ledger, there are certain things where, just connecting on that one-on-one time with the coach, that's the most important part, because there might be a mental block or a spiritual part that you didn't know that you had. But if you had that conversation and we jumped into it and we both led with transparency and honesty, it's the type that is the best type of conversation to me. So I would never say that we have to have a pre-planned anything, Billy, or anybody else that's on the call. You don't have to have a pre-planned conversation if you want to meet with Travis. Just let's hop on, let's talk about it, let's get bullish. And I'm pretty sure as we move on with that conversation, or if we hop on and I feel the spirit that I need to teach you something, maybe we need to go over your dollar cost averaging strategy. Maybe you're not being as aggressive as you need to be within your dollar cost averaging strategy. Those are the type of things that we can talk about. Those are the type of things we can work on in helping you through this process. So, that I kind of just wanted to say that to you, Billy, if that was worth anything.
Do you mind if I ask one more question?
Oh, of course. No.
This is kind of a day trading question, but so last night I'm looking at my chart. Yesterday was just an incredible experience for me. I've never experienced a day like yesterday. When they said the word hawkish, I just totally went the wrong way. I didn't really lose any money, but I didn't really make a lot. But last night I noticed it going up. And I didn't want to close it out and me wake up in the red, so I closed it. Made $80 before I went to bed last night. It's like I made $80 from 6 to 7, 8 o'clock in my account. But when I woke up this morning and saw it had gone up another 200 pips, then my brain said trailing stop. So is a trailing stop where I could have put a stop at $80? Like I could have put a stop on that percent, and then I could have gone to bed. And if it did go down, it still had stopped at $80. But I might have still been in. Is that a stop? That's trailing.
You got it. Yep.
Wow.
Move your stop up a little bit. So, say it was at 39 cents when you were, going to bed. and
Yeah.
you were in profit. All you would have to do is just move your stop loss up to 39 cents. And if it doesn't come back down and it just keeps going up, you would still be in that trade. But if it did
Yeah.
stop you out, you would still make that 80 bucks.
Yeah.
I did not know that. My brain turned on this morning when I woke up and looked at it. And all the times I've heard the word stop loss, trading stop, all these things. That's you have to get plugged in. You have to keep plugged in. You have to stay plugged in. You have to research what you're learning. And when you share with others, it just kind of comes out because you know you're in the know. I appreciate y'all this morning.
Most definitely.
Hey Billy.
Yes.
I got a question. And this is to Jonathan. If he's got anything he wanted to say, I'd love to put him on the spot.
John said he's good on talking.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, we'll see y'all soon. I wanted to say this real quick. I wanted to give you guys some updates. Just if you're a part of the VOG, all right, and you're in it. I wanted to give you guys some updates on some things that we have coming up. So the calendar is complete. Well, it's not changing, but the calendar staying the same. I've added some things to the calendar. Been working on it. So Monday we'll still have a success talk. All right, we'll be starting that up this Monday. We'll be starting that back up. Tuesday we still have this call. Thursday we still have this call. But when I see you, Jarrell, on Wednesday we will be I'll be hosting it'll be a trading call at 10 a.m. So I'll be doing another trading call 10 a.m. on Wednesday mornings because I look at the charts every day. So I could do it every morning. Like it doesn't back in the day, I did it every morning. But again, I think that I don't want to commit to something like that. All right. I might start doing impromptu trading calls inside the Discord. So if you're paying attention in the morning time, it might be 2-3 people on there, but maybe we catch a bag together. I'm gonna start doing things like that personally because I love to trade. I'm really into the charts. The second thing is on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will now be doing an opportunity call starting next week. So for people that are interested, if you got friends, family, I mean, even if you don't want to invite them, cool. I'm inviting the people that I want to get in. And, you know, I talk to people every day, all the time, but I need a censored place where I can send people and they can learn exactly what it is we do here in the Vincent Owens Group. If you are going to become a Prime member, right? If you're going to become a private member. So that's what we'll be doing on Wednesday, Thursday. You know, we got this Friday. On Fridays, we'll be focused, all right, and this will go for a little bit and we'll probably change it up. But for the next couple Fridays going into this next quarter, our main focus will be tokenomics. All right. So we have a call that's coming up. All right. And it will be in that call, will be entitled, all right, what the tokenomics, all right, question mark, what the tokenomics, all right, and then Saturday we got our trading call, all right, so guys, that's what we have going on. Look out for the new calendar inside Discord, on side of Instagram, Twitter, everywhere that we promote, and I'm going to ask for Jarrell to come up, and that'll be the last person. We're going to get up out of here.
Hey, what's going on? Can everybody hear me? I got on
Yes, sir.
Bluetooth joints. Oh man, bro! I just wanted to take thank you for the shout out. I had put my before and after pictures. I don't know if you have to people can see the difference in the weight loss. I'm outside, so excuse me for the noises and whatnot. But no, it's like he was saying, like as far as like my health transition, I really got focused in because I lost my oldest brother. His birthday was actually on the 20th. He was my closest brother, and I miss him dearly. You know, it's been almost 10 years or whatnot, and I just really took my health seriously, especially after I had my daughter, and I just dove in, and I lost 65 pounds in 5 months. You know, just doing a total detox, and I put together my own protocol. This product that I sell now, I teach people how to find the cheats in getting their sweet tooth and their salt tooth without getting all the accumulated sugars or salts or whatnot, and how to live their life in a more balanced way so that they can easily drop the weight, because your body would do it naturally. You just got to put yourself at a homeostasis level. So once you do that, your body will just go back to itself. We put the extra stuff in there, and the body just be over accumulated with nasty stuff. So I mean, I've been living like this, since the pandemic, and I will never ever go back. So if y'all look at those pictures and whatnot, for people who knew me as the bigger guy, and to see me drop that weight that quick without I don't have the flabby skin. I don't have the things that people do when they lose a considerable amount of weight like that. I didn't have to do the bariatric surgeries, and I'm helping people who are about to get those. And I'm like, try my process. I'm gonna save you $15,000, and you'll be able to lose the weight safely. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm into, because it's like I don't want to just have a bag. I want to be able to really live and have a bag at the same time, because why be unhealthy and be rich? That's my point to it all. So I just thank Travis, thank Trav and Vince and putting us on, and I'm telling you, Vince, man, I really appreciate your encouragement. You really, and what's all going on in this world is so easy to get sidetracked and everything.
Yeah.
And man, you guys are really positive for doing this, and you really care about the people. And and I just appreciate and love y'all so much, like, for real.
Man, we love you too, bro. And shoot, I'll see you in 30 minutes, man. We got our one-on-one session. So I'll see you in 30 minutes. And looking forward to it, bro. So I appreciate you coming up and sharing your story. Again, guys, make sure you guys tap in with Jarrell. Really awesome guy. And if you got somebody in your family, if you know someone that's looking to lose weight, and a massive amount of weight in a little amount of time, he is a testimony. He's a walking testimony to that, and he can definitely help you through the process. Appreciate you, Jarrell.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. All right, so we're out of here. That was episode number 41. This was great. We were extremely bullish, and I appreciate y'all's time. Make sure you guys, Jarrell, drop all your information inside the Discord as well. Drop it inside the general chat on Discord. If you're in the Discord, make sure you guys go and check that out. And he'll drop everything inside the Discord right now for you all. So he's going to go drop it in the Discord. Make sure you guys go take his information and tap in with him. And there's the email right there as well. I'll stay on for a little longer. That way you guys can get it if you need the email. All right. I don't want to end it that soon, but make sure you drop it in the Discord as well, please, Jarrell. That way people can connect in with you. So with that being said, guys, have an amazing rest of your day, and we will see y'all on episode 42 next Tuesday. And if you're in the private group, we'll see you in all the other calls.